This is going to be a three-part series on bankruptcy. This is kind of connected to the Social Security disability series I did of about 6, 7, 8 videos. I think it was 7 videos I did on that. So this would be a continuation of that, but a separate, kind of connected to that, but it'll also be separate. So I will link some of those videos in here, and also I will to this video, also in the description below. I will give some information about where to go for bankruptcy. There's the sheet. This is where I downloaded right there. Anyway, it says, are you considering bankruptcy? This is this information educational purpose only. If you're really considering it, contact a bankruptcy attorney in your area to give you more advice on if bankruptcy is going to be right for you or not. And it says, let's get back. Are you considering bankruptcy? Okay, this site's helped plenty of people here. Keep in mind that complete the form. So you complete the form. This is going to be a form. It's going to look like that. Leave the description below, in the comments below, a link to the form. And it says get free legal advice. You decide if you want the attorney to handle your case. If they want an attorney to help handle your case. Bankruptcy may help you erase credit card bills, erase medical bills, stop garnishment, stop foreclosure, stop credit harassment, and keep your car. Some of the things they ask you on here, you ask your debts and judgments and stuff like that, like credit card, judgments, tax debts, personal loans, medical bills, student loans, and government fines. Now, I understand you cannot discharge, except in rare circumstances, student loans. So ask your attorney that. Most circumstances you can't discharge student loans in bankruptcy, but maybe that's changed. I don't know. And you got the income and your monthly income assets and the value of your assets, and they ask you, do you own any real estate or not? Are your payments up to date? They ask if you have a car. Are your payments up to date? See right there, that's what they're going to be asking you right there. Anyway, let's go on. It also help you keep your home when you file bankruptcy. Keep your furniture. Never really had heard anybody getting their furniture repossessed unless they rent it, and that's a whole other issue right there. I mean, yeah, if you're renting furniture, that's a whole other issue. I mean, I've actually heard of people not returning their rented furniture and being charged with theft. So that's a whole other video for another time. Renting, keep your furniture. Usually people take their furniture on credit. So I never heard anybody get their furniture repossessed except in some movie I saw, but that's a whole other video right there. And keep peace of mind. So anyway, so that goes back with what I said earlier. Bankruptcy may help you erase your credit card bills, erase medical bills, start garnishment, stop foreclosure, stop credit harassment, keep your car, keep your home, keep your furniture, and keep peace of mind. Like I said, never heard anybody losing their furniture except if they rent it. But that's a whole other video and topic for another day, another time. Like I've heard of people being charged criminally for not returning rent when you rent stuff. That's something you probably don't want to do, because I've actually heard of that happening to people, like being charged with theft or grand theft. So that's a whole other issue. That's criminal. So we're not going to talk about that here. That's a whole other video and stuff. If you're in that situation, you might want to call a criminal defense attorney and not a bankruptcy attorney. So anyway, below is a brief overview of the various options for bankruptcy. If you are not sure if bankruptcy is your best strategy for debt relief, just complete the form and experienced attorney can answer your questions below. Okay, there's two types, Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy. Okay, let's see what Chapter 7 here. Chapter 7 bankruptcy case does not involve filing of a plan of repayment as Chapter 13. Instead, the bankruptcy trustee gathers and sells the debtor's non-exempt assets and use the proceeds of such assets to pay holders of claims creditors in accordance with the provisions of the Bankruptcy Code. Part of the debtor's property may be subject to liens and mortgages that pledge the property to other creditors. In addition, the Bankruptcy Code will allow the debtor to keep certain exempt property, but a trustee will liquidate the debtor's remaining assets according to the potential debtors to realize the final original ownership result and loss of property. So you may lose your property if you file Chapter 7. Check to see if you live in a homestead exemption property. That means your main home cannot be taken. under bankruptcy, but they can take maybe any rental property you own. But if you just check to see if you live in a homestead state, ask your bankruptcy attorney that when you contact him or her. And now we got Chapter 13. Chapter 13 bankruptcy is also called a wage earner's plan. An individual with regular income develop a plan to repay all or part of their debts. Under this chapter, debtors propose a payment plan to make installments to creditors over 3 to 5 years. If the debtor's current monthly income is less than the applicable state median, the plan will be for 3 years unless the quarter approves a longer term of use. So I guess, see, unlike this chapter, under this chapter, the debtor's plan to make for 3 to, if the debtor's current is less than the applicable state, the plan would be for 3 years unless the court approves a longer period of use. The debtor's current monthly income is greater than the applicable state median, then the plan may be for 5 years. In no case may the plan provide repayments over a period longer than 5 years. During the time, the law forbids creditors from starting or continuing collection efforts. Now, it doesn't make no sense. If you make less than the median average, they give you less time to pay it back. But if you make more, they give you more time. You think it'd be the opposite. You think it'd be like, if you make less than the median average, you get more time to pay it back. If you make more money than the median average where you live, you get less time to pay it back. It doesn't make sense. That might be a misprint. I'm not too sure. So, like I said, check with the bankruptcy attorney that you call about this. Go under this Google bankruptcy attorney near me, and I'm sure you'll find plenty of them. Based on state, federal, and wild cards, your attorney may be able to help you keep your car. Based on state, federal, and wild card exemptions, your attorney may help you keep your car. So probably you get to keep your car if you just have one. If you got more than one, they probably have to give up more than one. Probably like the homestead exemption, they probably allow you to keep at least one car. So anyway, other than that, that's should be it for this video. I'm gonna upload this video here on my various YouTube channels here, and y'all have a nice day, and thank you, and comment, like, and subscribe below.